Now the question is, in I think how many of you are faculties? You can just raise your hands. How many of you are, MSc, postgraduates? Yes, I think most of you are postgraduate and above, and almost 20% are faculties, because I don't want to have a monologue, I want to have a dialogue with you. The question is how you can take control of your life, or if you want to do, if you are doing business, how to take control of your business. See, for example, you take the most prestigious companies in the world. You take Apple, you take Microsoft, you take Oracle. All these companies, how they are taking care of their business, how they are having monopoly. Anybody can raise their hand and tell the answer. And if you tell the answer, you get a prize for it. Now itself. Quality, branding. Come here. Give a big hand to him. Come here. Say small prize. Don't tell anybody. Huh? No, I just because you wanted to, all of you should enjoy, because last time I was seeing, most of them are with the phone. If phone is not there, they would have slept the entire period, because
I can give him a book.
Yes, that's thanks to Srinivasu for great. Your name? No, don't do that. From where?
I am a BAMS student pursuing my degree from SGM Institute of Higher Education, Bengaluru.
Okay, very good. Give one more round of applause. Let's go back to this. See, if you wanted to take control of your business or your research, you should have the IP rights with you. See, for example, you take the phone, all of you are having phone, and how many patents each phone is having? Minimum of 10 to 50. Everything is patented there. That's why Apple is ruling the world of smartphones, because everything is patented. I think all of you know what is a patent. And now another question to you is, you identify the flower on the left side. Anybody? Which plant's flower? Dahlia, Professor Hegde. Anybody else? Nobody? Huh? Lotus? No. Loudly. Chrysanthemum. See, now we are in the world of artificial intelligence. These are created by artificial intelligence. I just wanted to test your yes. I think Arish was having a suspicion. Sit down. See, now we are in the artificial world of artificial intelligence world. And now Dr. Somna, the present ISRO chairman, told in one of his speech, I think last week. See, by 2030, most of the routine work, see now Srinivasu is doing, see how they are conducting the seminar. A lot of people are involved. But I tell you, I conducted 3 meetings. I was the only person doing everything, and I was using artificial intelligence, AI-based tools. So all the writings, all the posters, everything I made using artificial intelligence. See, there are so many tools available. Use it. I was not having anybody to help me. So that is the power of artificial intelligence. But you have to use your brain also. See, the issue is artificial intelligence is good, but you should be able to use intelligence to make use of this artificial intelligence. So now coming to the subject proper, because we don't have much time left. See, now we are going to discuss all these things. in the next 30 minutes. So now the question is, I think Arish will agree with me. See, when agriculture was started, long back, that is, before Christ, 30,000, then to 10,000 years. So we have an history of 30,000 years of, history of agriculture. All of you agree? This is not told by me. It is Dr. Y.L. Nene. He was the former Deputy Director General of ICRISAT, one of the most celebrated scientists in India, and he is having Asian Agri History Society, and this book is written by none other than Dr. Y.L. Nene. Yesterday I was going through it, and I told you, I thought I will share this information with you. So now the question is, see, this is all background. We are now moving to the knowledge society. You know what is a knowledge society? We are using the knowledge products. See, the most important knowledge product is the smartphone. All of you are having that. And I saw, when I was sitting on backside, I was seeing that almost 50% of the people, when the session was going on, using the mobile phone, because nothing else to do. So now we are moving to the knowledge society. All of you agree? Yes or no? Yes. So now I'll show you what are the, how you describe the knowledge society. See, if you take the societal evolution, how the society evolved, first we have the agricultural society, which I told you, very long history. Then we move to the industrial society, and then move to the information era. And from information era, we are now moving to the knowledge era. And initially labor was important, then land and labor, then labor and then capital. Then we moved now to the knowledge services. There all these things are important. Then you see how this evolution happened. If you take the societal transformation on x-axis and knowledge, economic growth on the y-axis, you can see the agricultural society move to the industrial, then information, then knowledge society. And from raw material, industrial product came, and information products, and now knowledge products we are. Now you go to any supermarket, you can get a knowledge product. Even you are buying some soap, you can see the label, what are all the ingredients involved in making that soap. And this happened because of the technology, then network, and innovation. Innovation is very important. If we don't have innovation, we don't have the new products coming into the market. So now with this background, Dr. R. M. Ashelkar, the former Deputy Director General of Director General of CSIR told, see, as a, we are all now generating information, protecting information, and using this information to transform the society through these knowledge products. And when he was the Director General of CSIR, he took a step to take a lot of patents for CSIR, and he transformed CSIR into an institution with a lot of patents. And there were so many criticism against him because he used a lot of money, because getting patent is not easy. You have to churn out a lot of money to take the patent. So now, now we'll coming to the again subject proper, that is what is IPR. How many of you belong to this category, the 5 blind men seeing an elephant? How many of you know what is patent? Please raise your hand. How many of you know patent? Very less. Okay, so I think you belongs to this category. This is the fun side of this thing. I just thought I will show this slide. And now, see now what is ownership? See, for example, you take this building. This belongs to the Karnataka State Academy of Science and Technology. They have record for it. They have registered that under the registrar's office. It is registered, and they have the record for it. So that is called tangible property, because You can touch it and you can feel it, you can see it with your eyes. But now another kind of property is there that is intangible. You cannot see that. See, the example is, the companies who have taken patents. Patents are, you cannot touch it, you cannot feel it, but you can use it as, you can pledge it and take loan from the bank, and you can sell it and you can make money. So this also evolving, and company like Oracle, their entire property, 99% of the property is intangible. So now coming to medicinal plants, I think I need not take call to Newcastle. All of you now well aware of the last 3 years you have been listening to the, from eminent speakers, what are medicinal plants. So today, yesterday I received a book. This is for reviewing. I got from John A. Parota, that is, he wrote, this is a, you see what Gerald Bodikar is an expert in traditional knowledge from UK, and he was telling about this book. See, there is growing demand as people increasingly favor plant-based products for health maintenance, well-being, sharing science that bridges ancient wisdom and 21st century demands for evidence. So this book is an encyclopedia on medicinal plants in South Asia. My question is, why we are not writing, why John A. Parota are writing this book? Because we are sluggish, we are not hardworking. Somebody is coming, see, for example, the flora of India. None of us written flora of India. It's written by Hooker. He's also from UK only. So people from outside, they are coming and investigating and writing excellent books. And this is published by CRC publishers, and excellent document. Morning I was just going through it. I never seen such an excellent book. I'm going to review this book for a journal. So they just send me this book. My question is, we are poor in documenting. We should increase, documentation, and we should have quality documentation. And this is the, first chapter you see about Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, all this he has described. Extremely well written document. And the question is, see, many of you know medicinal plants, but the use is very important. All of you agree with me? We should have knowledge about the medicinal plants also. And the question is, who owns plant wisdom? See, now what is happening, the pharmaceutical companies, they are going to patent, they are already patenting so many of these medicinal plants. Details I am giving you later. And you see, again the question is, who owns this knowledge? Actually, the traditional healers, the tribal people, they are owning, but none of us recognize that, and they are not celebrated. Those who are in the universities, those who are in the research institution, they claim this, knowledge. So now, another kind of evolution is happening. You see on the left side, Jennifer Doudna, she was Nobel laureate of 2020. She is having a startup. And in US, UK, and in US and Europe, what is happening? Many scientists are turning into entrepreneurs. They are becoming millionaires. And you see this, Richard Friend from Cambridge, he is having 1,000 publications, 30 patents, and 3 startups. And many of the scientists now having startups. So, and once they have startup, they go for the IPR also, because they will have absolute right. That's how they can take control of the, their company. This is a very good model. All of you should be aware of this. This triple helix innovation system, it's in Silicon Valley, in California, USA. See, there what happened, there are 3,000 startups, and every year some 2,000 startups are added. And this is the structure. See, they have the companies that is startup, and university is helping them with the technology and hand holding, and the state is big brother. They are setting the rules and regulations. So this triple helix model is working well there, and many of the Indians are getting benefit out of this. They are getting, see, you take an MS from any of the US universities, and you can join in this their firms, and you get very good salary, and your life is secured. So this model, but in India we don't have, see, India Silicon Valley is here in Bengaluru only. We have almost 3,000 startups here, but the ecosystem is not there in, even in Bangalore. The kind of ecosystem, for example, you take Stanford University, the Google, all these companies turn out from Stanford University. And such universities are not there, because all of our universities are, lot of politics, and we are not able to attract that talent. If talent, not getting attracted, you cannot do a good job there. So most of the universities there are having this, startup ecosystem, and the university is helping these companies to, grow. So now you may ask, what are the kind of IPR existing? See, these are the different IPR domains, and coming to the medicinal plants, what I given in red is very important. That is geographical indications, then the plant varieties protection, biodiversity protection, and traditional knowledge. Rest of them are not directly involved with the medicinal plants, but I tell you, see, trade secret is very, very important. What is trade secret? See, for example, you take Coca-Cola or other soft drinks. They are not protected by IPR, they are protected by trade secrets. In the company, only 1 or 2 people will be knowing about the mixture, how they make it. So that is called trade secret. Now, you know the importance of medicinal plant. I need not go into the details of this. So now coming to the patents in medicinal plants, implications of patenting. See, what are the implications? Now you can go anywhere and pluck the plant and you can use it. But if you have patenting, that is not possible in the future. So now one example I tell you what happened in the case of neem. See, neem was patented in US. There is a lot of UN cry, and India went against, and we could get rid of this patent. And I'm not going to the details because of the lack of time. So this is one example wherein this is called biopiracy. The plant belongs to us, the knowledge also belongs, because neem is used for different purposes in Indian culture and Indian society, and it is very well known. But how they can patent? The issue is, see, in the patenting, there is one thing called the prior art. Indian prior art is not taken seriously by the USPTO, the United States Patent and Trademark Office. And they are very, very, excellent this system for the patenting, and US patent is considered as the best in the world. And, Indians go other universities, as I mentioned, they go to Cornell, they go to Harvard, they go to Stanford and do excellent research and patent. And when they go with this knowledge, see, our traditional knowledge, and they take patents. So Indian knowledge is getting patented there, but now we have a system that I am going to tell in the next slides. This problem with the patent is, once it is patented, the patent period is 20 years, and it is a negative right. If I am having a patent on neem, none of you can use without my permission. That is a problem. Access is a problem. You cannot access neem. So similarly, for other medicinal plants also this problem comes. See, what is the criteria for patentability? See, patentability is having 3 criteria. One is it should be new, and it should be non-obvious, and it should have an industrial use. If these 3 conditions meet, you can take a patent on anything on the world. And as per the US Patent Office, anything under the sun, you can take a patent. if you have these 3 conditions met. So, implications I already told you, NEEM. Now, ethical considerations in intellectual property. The main problem is accessibility. The common people cannot access this plant or this knowledge. Another problem is mainly in the drug industry. You take any dreaded disease like cancer or any other important disease, the drugs are all patented, and the prices are astronomical, especially cancer, 20,000, 30,000 if you want to buy a capsule for your treatment of the cancer patients. Another form of protection is plant variety protection, and what we did is see all the landscape of patenting changed with the TRIPS. TRIPS is part of the WTO, that is World Trade Organization. See, the TRIPS giving a prescription that you should go for patenting or sui generis system. See, sui generis system, we went for sui generis system because our country is mainly, we are agrarian society, so we thought patenting will have problem with access. So we went for the sui generis system, and we enacted the act in parliament in 2001, rules in 2003, and the first variety registered in 2009, and now we have more than 300 species can be registered under PPFRA. But the plant variety protection is not like patenting. See, here you have to meet the DES NDUS. I think I will tell you more about it later. Then what is a plant variety? Because most of you, if you are from the agriculture or botany background, you should know what is a plant variety. See, plant variety is a grouping. See, for example, I told you, see, in this group, you have faculty, you have MScs, you have PhDs, all these different groupings. And similarly, you can have a group in plants. So plant kingdom is having lot of plants. So this is plant kingdom. Imagine this is a plant kingdom. Then we have the species, another category. Then you see here varieties. In the species, you select some good plants, then you do the test and find that what kind of quality it is having, and we will name as a new variety. We have lot of varieties. See, for example, you take rice. How many varieties of rice we have in India? Anybody? Guess. 4,000 is too less. Too less. Your estimate is very, very low. How many? 15? No. See, we have more than 50,000 varieties of rice in India. But tell you, it is fast vanishing. Why? Because we don't want all this. We go to a shop and take the junk food. And junk food, they are not bothered about rice or wheat or they are bothered about only money, nothing else. So that is a thing. Now you may ask, why plant variety protection? See, I told you agriculture has got a long history, and now agriculture research is, see, for example, I am coming from ICR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, the third largest research organization on agriculture in the world. We have excellent facilities, and we have more than 120 research institutes all over India. We have all India coordinated research projects and so many things, and one of the best research system I have seen, and I was part of it for more than 38 years, and it's a wonderful platform. I could do a lot thanks to the my leaders and the institution which provided me all the support. And why? Because now population is growing, and we have to feed the people, and we were looking for improved qualities. See, I have been to Dakshin Canada, and there, you know, many farmers having lot of variety they are cultivating rice, and we went to one rice farmer, and he was cultivating 50 varieties, and he is having a variety for making idli, one for dosha, another for porridge. And he told, sir, first you have to take lunch, then only we will talk. So lunch is serving one variety, this thing. Then similarly is having, for the last 30 years, he have been cultivating 50 varieties of rice. So improved quality, efficient use of input, and another thing is this involves a lot of money. So people want protection for their money. How to go about the protection? Plant variety protection. Because you cannot take patent for everything I told you, because there is a written criteria for taking patent, and this is not meeting the criteria of patenting. But in US you can patent plant varieties also. And you see these 3 types of protection is available in US. One is the PVP, another is plant patent, and utility patent. I am not going to the details because there is lack of time, and I can share this PowerPoint with you. So now you see the protected crops under PBRs. See, in US, in EU, in Japan, China, many varieties are patented. If you go to the US market, any supermarket you go, you will be stunned, you know, the uniform quality of the products. See, if you want to take apple, there will be 10 varieties of apple, and all extremely good qualities, color, you know, you will be falling in love with those varieties. See, all this possible because of the plant variety protection. And you see the 10 most protected species and the number of titles here. But here medicinal plants are not there, because I tell you, most of the medicinal plants are in the tropic, and India is one of the we have 4 hotspots, and one of the hottest hotspot of biodiversity is in India, that is Western Ghats. And we have 16,500 angiosperm species reported from India. So we have a lot of diversity is available. But if you move from tropics to the subtropics and the other conditions, the diversity is getting reduced. Maximum diversity you will find in tropics only. So you will not find any medicinal plants here, but other than patents and plant variety protection, there are different conventions are there in the world. You have to, if you are a signatory to that regulations or conventions, you should follow certain conditions. And the most important one is CBD, that is Convention on Biodiversity. That is for the conservation and equitable benefit sharing. Conservation, equitable benefit sharing, and sustainable use. These are the 3 fundamentals of CBD, and it was signed in 1982, but US has not signed with the CBD, you know, because they are the big brother, they are not bothered about it. And TRIPS agreement, I told you, changed the landscape of patenting, because till that time, till that CBD came, the entire biodiversity belonged to everybody. But CBD tells if the species is originated in India, we have the right. If it is not originated in India, we don't have the right. So the main issue is access versus protection. If you want access, protection will be difficult. But we are moving towards the more protected world. So this morning I just saw it, now it is very difficult to get germplasm of horticultural crops, or not only horticultural crops, any crops from CSIR Institute and USDA it is possible. Rest of the world, they are not ready to share any germplasm. When I was in IIHR, I was looking after the germplasm genetic resources. So many scientists were asking, I want this germplasm from this country, sir, please help. So we wrote to NBPGR, because NBPGR is the organization which is the, which should able to help us in getting the germplasm from different countries. But NBPGR is telling, sir, we are not able to do it. Now only Modi can help. because he is having excellent rapport with these countries and the head of the states. So he can talk and get, but this is happened. But this is from USDA. That is, USDA is one of the organizations which, you just send a letter, they will respond that, sir, we are ready to share the germplasm. Initially, they started with 5 species. Now, in their kitty, they have so many species, so many very good gene banks, and they have developed so many varieties because of the exchange of germplasm. As I told you, till 1982, the entire germplasm or genetic resource belonged to the entire thing. The CBD changed the landscape, and after CBD came into being, the country of origin is having the right to have that genetic resource. So now about the access and benefit sharing, this Kani model is very famous. It is developed by Jawaharlal Nehru Tropical Botanic Garden located at Trivandrum. See, what is the model in a very short this thing I tell you. The Kani is a tribe. Dr. Pushpangathan, he was the director of Giant TPGR at that time. He, along with his team, took a exploration to the Western Ghats, and some of the Kani people were accompanying him. He got tired after 2-3 hours of walking. Then the Kani tribes, they were jumping, and they were not lost any energy or enthusiasm. They were walking, they are jumping, they are climbing. Then he asked, what is your secret of your energy? They told, sir, we are taking this. And then he told the plant, showed the plant, and that is Jeevani, Trichopus ilanicus travancoricus. And then Dr. Pushpangathan took it, and they developed a product out of it that's called Jeevani, and it was licensed to the Ayurvedishala pharmacy Coimbatore. And 5% of the royalty was going to these Kani people. And I think the person who, that mobile can come here and give the lecture, okay? Please come. And you see what happened. They used this royalty to, for the upliftment of the Kani tribes, because they were in a poor this thing, and that they used for the education of the children, and they could give good education to the people. But this model now no longer working due to various issues. So these are the issues. Now coming to the plant breeding again, why PBR, the plant breeding rights are important, because plant breeding is a very costly affair. Lot of investment is required. So the these rights have been imposed on the plant breeding. You have the right to protect your variety, and without your knowledge, others cannot use the protected variety. That is the main issue. So now there is possibility of patenting the biotic resources. Not in India. India, animals and plants cannot get patents. But in US, to a certain extent, plant can be protected under patent, and in UK, in Europe also it is possible. So the country law is different. Each country is having different laws on IPR. And since agrarian society, we thought it is not good for go for patenting of plants and animals. So biotic resources, now patenting activity is there, and because of that, access is an issue. So now I'll show you some case studies in case of medicinal plants. So you take Salacia. See, Salacia is used for the treatment of diabetic. India is a diabetic capital of India, world. 50% of the people are suffering from this diabetes. Even now, children are having this disease or the diabetes. So I just see Google patents. You can search and find out how many patents are there, and you can see a total of 3,102 patents, and you have 277 US patent, and Indian patent 292. I show you some more details, like, you know, Salacia is having different species. Maximum patent is taken on reticulata, and India is not having reticulata. Sri Lanka is having reticulata species. And the Chinensis is very, you know, Chinensis species is distributed all over India, and they are having 220 patents. And other species are also having patents. Now, you see who are all taken these patents. These are the 3 companies taken patent. That is why I told you in the start of my lecture, that is, if you want to take control of the system, you should have patent. Now, you see these companies are holding the patent of all this. So, they have the full control, understood. Without their you know, knowledge, we cannot do anything on Salacia, especially drug discovery. So, you may ask, in what are the areas they have taken? One is anti-diabetic formulations, and cosmetic and nutraceutical applications, and the methods of extraction and purification. These are the 3 areas in which they taken the patents. Now, Withania somnifera, it is called Indian ginseng, one of the very potent medicinal plants of India. And you know, if you take 1 tablet of Withania, that is Amukuram in Malayalam, or Ashwagandha in Sanskrit. Yes, yes. And you see how many patents. And if you are you know, feeling sleepy, you take, see now Himalaya has come out with a tablet, and many other companies are also. You take 1 tablet in the morning, you will not get sleep. Otherwise, you know, after lunch, I used to you know, feel sleepy. You take 1 tablet, you can work for 10 hours without any problem. It's very, very good but you will not get sleep. If you take 2 tablets, you will free from to sleep. You can work 24 hours. I have experienced it. And you see the patents. See, these are the companies, these 3 companies are having the patent. So, now slowly what will happen, if you wanted to do anything on Withania, especially drug formulation, you have to ask this. And these companies are not operating in India, you see. But it is an Indian medicinal plant having lot of patent. Then another medicinal plant is Gymnema sylvester, having 3,595 mentioned in the patent. And we are having 824 Indian patents. Indian patents does not mean that Indians are taken the patent. Companies outside can come here and file patent in India. Why they do that? Because they want to have control in India also. See, the patents are, you know, each patent, if patent is taken in India, it is operating only in India. If it is taken in US, only in Europe. If you taken in Europe, it will work only in Europe. It is not a global patent. Global patents are not available, but you can do one thing with the help of WIP, World Intellectual Property Organization. You can file, same time you can file patents in wherever you want to operate. That advantage is having. Then now you see here, plan-based search for patent references of medicinal plants. I have just taken, you see this number of patents having reference on many plant species. So biopiracy is very rampant. The Europe and America, they take patent on Indian traditional knowledge and Indian medicinal plants, and they take advantages. And in turmeric, you know, I am not going to the detail. I just wanted to show you this Indian government, you know, through CSIR we fought and we could win. We could thrash this patent. See, this is a traditional knowledge. All of you know, we use turmeric very much in our entire, you know, cooking activities or in other activities. And if you go to Tamil Nadu morning onwards, you can see everybody, all ladies putting turmeric on their face. And you see the patent. This is the patent. So biopiracy is very rampant. And neem, I already told you, this patent also it's not correct. And the list of bad patents. See now, TRIPS is having one mechanism therein you can challenge. If you found that this patent is not correct, you can challenge in the, there is a way to do that. And by seeing all this, Government of India came out with task force on traditional knowledge, and it is called TKDL, and that is Traditional Knowledge Digital Database. And you see this, it is an interdisciplinary task force, and what they did, they digitized the entire traditional knowledge available in the literature and made available to all the excellent patent offices in the world, like USPTO, European Patent Office, Japan Patent Office, and many others. But China is not ready to follow. And now China is #1 in filing patents, but the quality of the patents are not good. So if you are interested to know more about the TKDL, you can sign and you can get little bit information you can get, but not all databases are available on available for the people who are using this TKDL. But for the patent offices, and that is available. And now coming to the GIs, see there are now Karnataka is #1 in filing GIs, and most of them in horticulture, thanks to the Department of Horticulture, Karnataka government, one of the most efficient horticulture department in any state in India. And they are in the forefront of filing GIs for especially horticulture products and many other. And I just show you 3 GIs in medicinal plants. One is the Nyavera rice. See, rice can be used for treatment also. This is excellent if you are having, yeah. You see the Nyavera rice, GI is available for it. Another one is green cardamom, also GI is available. Then Ganjam Kyoda, that is also taken GI. And now you see here protected crops under PBRs in different countries of the world. You can see in this map on the right side. So the ownership is, I started with the discussion on the ownership. See, for example, I tell you this, do you think I am owner of this? No, I have the right, the Srinivasu has given to right to use this. So right to use only I have. I don't have the absolute. Probably Dr. Ramesh is having the right on this. So similarly, there are conflicting ideas on the ownership, and we need to have a balance on the access and protection. So along with the plant, you should have protection of the knowledge also. And this should be, for the global collaboration for sustainable development is very much required. And I tell you, see, the patenting activity in Africa or in North America, it is very much prevalent. In South America, many countries, they don't have a very good IPR system. So this without global collaboration, it is difficult to have sustainable development. So action is required. Now I just thought I will share you. I had an opportunity to go to Netherlands, Wageningen University, for a 2-week training program on plant variety protection. It was an excellent program, and from 15 countries participants were there. And in India, we were having 3 people from ICR, one from my headquarters, one from IIHR, and one from IIHR. So this is how it's a temperate country. They cultivate or they have the system of glass house, and it's all computer control. Everything is computer control. You need not look anything. Just switch on the computer, and the temperature, light, everything is controlled. And this is how you see the capsicum, how they are growing. Then their trial field, they do the dust test here. One thing I noticed, there is no, only crop is there. no weed. If you go to our field, only weed will be there, crop will not be there. We will find it difficult to find the weed, where is a weed, where is this. So that's how they do you see this is their dust field, and you see a curse. And when we visited, they were doing dust test on tomato, 100 varieties, they just kept it. I could not catch the entire thing. And this is another, excellent opportunity we could do. Alsmere Flower Auction Center. It operates at 3 o'clock, it start operation at 3 o'clock morning. We were there at 4 o'clock, and they were having 3 rooms, halls. There, you can go with a computer, laptop, and you can join the auction. If you are able to maximum using, you will get to that product. And you see how it is, people are sitting and they are bidding. And everything will be coming on the monitor like this. This is potato varieties, they were doing this dust test. And this is, they are very in forefront of this developing grass varieties. So many grass varieties they have developed into, for landscaping. And these are the participants of from 15 countries. We had a nice time, 2 weeks at Wageningen University. Very well conducted and practical experience we got how we do the plant variety protection in especially UPO, that is Union of Protection of Plant Varieties, new plant varieties. In Europe and in Africa and all, if they have joined UPO, they have this kind of plant variety protection. In fact, once Dr. Hanjinal was the chairperson of PPFR, he wanted that we should join UPO. Then I asked this question to Professor Hanjinal, sir, in the case of plant variety protection in UPO, there is no farmers' rights. And in Indian PVP, farmers are equated with the breeder. So how we can do that? There was no answer, but luckily we have not joined the UPO. So now future direction of intellectual property rights. See, there is technological advancement is happening, then need for updated policies. This government should look after an impact on climate change. Climate change is, now become a very big factor. The agriculture is not the same like earlier. We have a lot of problem with the climate change. And see what is happening in the case of patent. Initially, you see the policeman is not having much protection. Then TRIPS changed, and now we have a lot of protection. So the issue will be access. So now this is a website. If you want to know more about UPO, you can go to the website. Extremely good website. All information is available. You can just click and get the information, and you can download also. Then this is our protection of plant varieties and farmers' rights. Professor Mahapatra is currently holding the charge of Chairman PPVFRA, and their website also extremely good and updated. This is the NBA's website, that is National Biodiversity Authority. It is located in Chennai. So thank you very much. I could delay your lunch only to this much, and back to Dr. Harish.